Ice, Jesus, Christ, sneakers, nice, checks, Nike, IG, likes, swag, vibes, saucy, yikes.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? What's up? Welcome to another edition of Marriage Porn.
How does it go?
Yes. P.O.R.N. Pure, open, renew, and navigate, guys.
What are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about thoughtfulness, right?
I gotta go like this because
it's thoughtfulness.
I'm gonna work it out. Thoughtfulness.
Yes.
Anyway, catch us live.
Again, we're on the book Love Dare. This is day 4 of the Love Dare. Day 4 of the Love Dare, and it is about thoughtfulness. This was a good chapter right here.
How good? How good was it, Brian Barker? Mr. Barker, how good was the chapter?
This chapter was so good that it was just comical to me in a sense, but I took it serious.
And it gave directions to the man.
It gave very.
1, 2, 3. I might have to write a book of directions on a daily basis.
Day 4 was some clarity for men and women in the dating scene and in the marriage scene right here. Guys, I haven't read the other chapters, but this out of
you haven't read the other chapters.
I'm talking about the to come.
Oh, I was about to say, yes, you have.
No,
okay.
The other chapters to come. But right here, out of the first 4, I think this is one of the most important chapters that you can go across and read across.
Why is that? Because kindness is huge. Especially when you got
I know,
on it.
But
patience.
This one kind of hit home a little bit more than the rest of them to me, I guess.
Why is that?
I don't know. Let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Thoughtfulness. Jen. I said this needs to be the word of the week. Is this on? Make sure it's on. Okay,
yes.
I think thoughtfulness needs to be the word of the week, even though it's already Wednesday. It should still be used for the rest of the week. Thoughtfulness in your marriage, with your friends. What is that? With others, with self. It's a huge deal. So, sorry, I was getting my social medias up. Y'all know how we do.
Yes.
So, you want to start or I start?
No, I'm gonna let you go over because she really liked this one. She was calling me I read the chapter first. And I try to demonstrate some of the stuff that was in the chapter. And then when she read it again, she was like, "Oh man!"
I got the whole page out.
She got the sauce.
I even wrote some notes afterwards. It was so good.
She got the sauce.
I was like, "Won't he do it?"
So go ahead and dive into it, babe.
Dive right in. Love is thoughtful. Do you want to read should I read the Bible verse or just start?
Yeah, you can read it.
How precious also are your thoughts to me. How vast is the sum of them. If I should count them, they would outnumber the sand. Psalm 139, verse 17 and 18. How thoughtful. Look at that.
And it said, if I count them,
they would outnumber the sand. You know about the sand? We've been to the beach a lot of times.
That's a lot of sand.
Woo! So let me see. Where should I start, babe?
When you say don't bring sand to the beach.
You're silly. So, okay, look. When you first fall in love, this is good. I'm just going to summarize this part. Because it says when you first fall in love, you're thoughtful. You're thinking of each other. You're calling one another. What would you like? I'm thinking of you. I can't wait to see you. All the beautiful beginners.
Yeah, the dating, the getting serious.
I can't stop thinking about you. Then it says,
how many times did you hear that when we was dating?
You tell me. Brendan used to call me every day and tell me he was wanting and thinking about me, guys. Thank you. But tables have turned.
We actually talked about this,
God.
yesterday.
I got my coffee out today.
Yeah, so she said,
we're not there yet. Let me ask the part, though.
All right, go ahead.
Let me ask it before you say
I'm going to slow down. I'll let you go.
It says, but for most couples, things begin to change after marriage. The wife has her man. The husband has his trophy. The hunt is over.
It's over.
And the pursuing is done. The hunt is over, the pursuing is done. Sparks of romance slowly burn into gray embers, and the motivation for thoughtfulness cools. You start focusing on your job, your kids, the house, friends, all these other things. You begin to unintentionally ignore your spouse's needs. Talk about it.
So
Talk about, because how we get into that, because I think the next part says right here, but the fact that marriage has added another person to the universe, things did not change. If your thinking doesn't mature, blah blah blah. So basically it says, when is the last time you told your spouse, I can't stop thinking about you?
So she asked me this question, and this was not a relevant question to answer, because I said, you know, when you're dating and you're courting, you're not around each other every day, right? And so she was like, you don't think about me during the day? I said, yeah, I think about you during the day, and I call you when I do think about you during the day or whatever, once you come across my mind.
We're doing a quick laugh on Facebook, by
But
the way.
if, like, when you're dating and you're not around that person, it's like, and you in that,
You just missed that thing,
you
shot.
You in love. So it's like, yo, I can't stop thinking. I woke up this morning thinking about it. What you doing?
You coming over?
Yeah, you coming over.
I'm gonna get that thing.
Did you eat today?
Should I bring you something?
Yeah, it's like.
Now it's like I done ate in the car and didn't even worry about bringing you something, because I don't want you to find next, and I gotta buy you and the kids something. Cheers.
Yeah, so it's like, now that you're around each other.
Oh, where's your phone at, babe? Because I could do my Instagram really quick. Okay.
Now that you're on the thing, or now that you're around each other, you're married. The I think about you all the time is kind of pushed to the side. You know, it's kind of like we're around each other every day, so I don't have to think about you as much and as often.
And I don't agree with that, because I think of Brandon when I asked him, I said, so you don't think about me when you're at work? And he was like, I think of like what you're doing or what's going on, but it's not like, oh, well, this is what I said. I was wondering if it was like, oh, I'm at work, I miss my wife, I can't wait to see her.
Some days it gets like that. I'm being honest. Some days it gets like that,
especially
but
now because your new career situation.
Well, I'm focused.
It's only 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah,
you're
but
gone.
I'm focused on the job. I'm focused on the task at hand. But you know, sometimes I'm like, I wonder what my wife doing. You know, and you know, if it haven't been, you know, we haven't been intimate as often now. I'm like, man, you know.
When was that? What?
I'm just saying.
Just in case a scenario where you've been trying to hope out. Because you're so busy with the focus and all this and that.
And
then you want to be like, oh, I'm going to get some. It's like, dude, it's been days. Get out of my face. Like, what's up?
All right.
Anyways.
So what do you think about that? About not thinking of... So you said you think about me all the time?
No, I never said that. Not all the time. Yeah. My mind be kids, business, dude, you know. I do think of you in the sense of when, oh, daddy's about to be home. Let me get things ready. You know, is he going to be hungry? The other time is when you leave to go. When you leave to go to your business, to the career move. I do, if I'm not knocked out, I do like, and even if I am, and when you give me a kiss, I'm always like, I'll do a prayer and I think of you and wait for you to, I look at my phone, like, did he make it? You know, because there's a little bit of a drive or this or that. So that part, I think of you. But in between making moves, I'm more like, I hope everything is going great. I hope, you know, you're meeting people, talking to people. So that's kind of more in the difference level of, now when it comes to other stuff, intimate levels, what?
What's that noise?
I don't know, it sounds like somebody on a roof or something. Yeah. Is the alarm on?
Yeah.
Now, when I think of intimate moments, like you said, I might be like, okay, when he comes home, like, we need to talk about this business because I must have, you know, missed that.
Well, I say, does it count when, like, I'm on the way to work or when I first wake up in the morning, I'm saying my gratitude towards you? Like, I'm grateful for my wife.
Well, I think there's different levels because also the I'm thinking of you is also hard. Sometimes there's like a helicopter on the roof.
Or it might
When
be
I'm
trash.
thinking of you, it's also hard when we're on the phone like all the time. Cause like he'll get off work and we're on the phone, and then he'll on the way home we're on the phone. So it's like you're thinking about me, but we're on the phone. So so it's different.
Well, I also, like I said, I pray over you a lot on the way to work. So.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
What about when I'm sleeping?
No, it's just mainly when I'm on
It's been a while.
Work.
We gotta get back to that.
And at night, if you fall asleep before we say our prayer together, then I'll pray. But more likely in the mornings, I'm praying.
Okay. So next, therefore, if your thinking doesn't mature, blah blah blah. So thoughtfulness. Do you catch yourself being surprised at certain important events? Like, do you catch yourself like, oh snap, it's his birthday, or oh man, it's her anniversary, or oh my gosh? Do you catch yourself kind of like, oops, I didn't think of something like that? Because it goes back to the thoughtfulness. Because it says, the hunt is over. You start thinking of other things. After a while, you intentionally, you ignore your spouse's needs, right? The fact that marriage has added another priority, read that part. Therefore, if your thinking doesn't mature enough to constantly include this person, that's when you catch yourself the slip-ups. When you're not including me. When you're not including your thoughts of me or being thoughtful of me. When you're not like, oh, I should get Jen this, or maybe Jen would want that. You kind of get surprised, like, oh, snap, I didn't think about an anniversary trip. Right. Or I think about, a date night, or I think about, so it becomes that way when it comes to thoughtful. Basically, you're just not thinking.
Yeah, I can say
you're just caught up.
Yeah, I can say it's caught up, and it does slip my mind every so often about different situations. To me, I know what day we got married. And
what day is that? Let's go over some dates.
June 11th.
What year?
2000 and...
See, he thinking.
No. 2016.
Okay, you had to do some math in your head.
No. 2016, June 11th, right? I know that day. But then when you always, you say, I celebrate the day we started dating.
Yeah, that's the one that you really don't be focused on.
Yeah, I really don't be focused on, and you be like...
Well, when we met, I like to put that.
Oh, yeah, when we met, So, I really, that kind of...
Throws him off.
Throws me off, right.
He's already trying to get one.
Yeah.
It says in the book that multitasking is not for the weak, and it's not for this man, okay?
All
so
right.
when it comes to 18 different dates, you got the birth dates, you got the anniversary dates.
The birthday, I remember, the anniversary day, I remember, Mother's Day, we get that notice coming up. Everything else is kind of notice coming up.
Some of these dates are already given to y'all.
Yeah, so that's already a given, but it doesn't slip my mind, and stuff. And that's maybe funny. Now Valentine's Day, I do a little extra every now and then, but how I feel about Valentine's Day.
So for this year, you want to change it up?
Well, I want to make you feel special because I was being thoughtful.
Doing big things now.
Yes.
Okay, so the next part goes into if you don't learn. Hey, now I'm doing a little bit of Instagram because Facebook was kind of whack. If you don't learn to be thoughtful, you end up regretting missed opportunities to demonstrate love. I think this was a big deal. I underlined the demonstrating love. In our case, I mentioned this to Brandon because there's plenty of times that I be like all over him and kissing and this and that. 'Cause I'm very affectionate. And sometimes he'd be like, oh, I gotta take this filter off. It gives you eyeshadow. And sometimes Brandon would be like, come on. And sometimes I tell him like, yo, one day you're gonna regret sometimes not taking all my kisses and hugs and grabs and this and that.
I hate when she said
and
that.
he don't like it because y'all know what I'm talking about. Like,
no, I don't want to hear that.
If something where God forbid, I'm not here, and it'll be like, man, I should have took all them kisses.
Cancel.
But this is what it's saying: missed opportunities.
No, so I
give me an example.
So, I think when it's times not that, but I just think it's times when you can do stuff just out of your mind, you know, something nice, something loving. He was like, oh, I thought of you and stuff like that. I think if you don't do it in that sense, then it's a missed opportunity.
Who's calling a lot?
You know, if I know, like, I come across something, I drive past the store, I'm like, oh, she would like this, you know. And instead of not getting it and I have it to get it,
then I run my mouth, you're going to be like, see, I just should have got it.
I should have got it, right? You know, so I feel like those are missed opportunities. Or it don't even have to be anything materialistic, you know what I'm saying? It could be like, she was just tired one day. She was tired one day and I was busy and I wasn't as tired as she was, but I didn't give her that massage or that rub that she should have get. He's fine right now until that massage or rub, or I didn't, you know. That was him.
He jumped off.
Yeah.
We need to start tying him down.
Okay.
You know, so just different things. I'm about to say he can go around. Should have
Is the door open?
The other one is. He can open this one too. But listen, so it goes into, says, let's be honest, men struggle with thoughtfulness more. We know this, ladies. We know. Sometimes we be like, you didn't think about this? You didn't think about that? You forgot about this? You didn't process that? And then and this chapter for me was very helpful because I have been working a lot on my patience and grace with Brandon, because sometimes he doesn't always think, and I'll be like, wow, you didn't think of this. But it's not his fault. Ladies, they got less screws than us. You know, no, but for real, it does explain that this is why God put us as the helper. This is why we're the helper and as one, because it says it like their thoughtfulness is different.
It basically says that when men focus on something, we're laser focused
on one thing.
One thing.
Straight ahead.
If it's make the money, make the money.
No, it's not us wives, kids, career, hobby, house, husband. We could be, like it says on here, we're on the phone. We're getting the milk ready. We're getting the dinner prepared. We're getting the uniform set up.
And you know where the kids are at.
You know, the kids are at. Meanwhile, the husband's like... And those wives be like, hello, can you get it together? Do something. Pick up a child. Get a paper. Get a fruit. And then this is the best, ladies. Y'all know. What do you want me to do? What should I do? And it's like, we talked about this before. What should you do? You see the kid crying. The other one still don't got a book bag. The other one still missing a fruit. What? Pick one. Anyone.
But
they need the direction.
Yes, we need a direction because
Jeez.
The one that we pick is not the important one now, right? It's not the important one, and
because their brain doesn't pick that. Their brain goes easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let me just go get the shirt. And I'm like, dude, out of all the things, the baby crying, you couldn't get the baby. You got the shirt.
So we talked about this, right?
Lord
I actually demonstrated this yesterday, right? And they talked about this.
But what is it called? Wait, you're stepping up because you multitasking. Okay. Not for the weak. It says it's difficult for men. That's the bottom.
So yeah, if you tell a man to build a house, his job is to build a house, and he's like,
he's not gonna build a house and decorate it too, because he'll be like, you just told me to build a house.
Yeah, I gotta build a house first. Let me build a house.
You gotta do it and see. And then it goes. This is an example of how God designed women to complete their man. Complete. Ooh, I like that one. I didn't underline that. As God said at creation, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make him a helper suitable. I tell B all the time, if I wasn't around, the wife, I think he would just single, just going as I go, building the build, house here, house there, and just going, you know.
We need that assistance, though.
Sure do, because y'all single men out there be lost in the sauce.
Well, so look, all right, when you're dating or you're independent, you
Cheers.
know.
Who got my coffee?
You know, it's a couple of things as men that we know that we got to handle. We got to make sure our bills are paid.
Shower.
We got to make sure we shower, we're groomed, and we got to make sure we got money in the bank and our car is running good. And we keep a job. You know what I'm saying? So that's not really hard, you know what I'm saying? You know, 4 things. Your bills are paid.
Right.
Keep a job.
You gotta eat. And I said,
eat, car running, and making money.
Let me see. I wonder what he's on. Listen to this. Men, for example, tend to think in headlines and say exactly what they mean. Exactly what they mean. That'd be that's what we just discussed. Kindness. Not much is needed to understand the message. Men are, what do I need to do? What can I do? His words, told you he knows how to open the door. His words are more literal and shouldn't be overanalyzed. Right? But women, ladies in the back, often think and speak between the lines. So when I read this, I was like, all right, Jan, you gotta get better. All right, that's enough life for y'all. See y'all.
He said, it says we think in headline. So the writing is on the wall what we think about. We give them direct things of what we think is straight direct. But when it comes to women, they read between the lines. We didn't ask all that. We said we got the headline. Why are you reading the other stuff?
Talk about it.
Read it.
And we're like, you don't get it? And they're like, tell me, like, what are you trying to say? So give us an example of this yesterday. How did this go? Because they call it a riddle. So bottom line, they say we do like the riddles, right? I didn't know that's what it is, right? But it says we tend to hint. A man needs to listen for what is implied if he wants to get the full meaning, right? If a couple doesn't understand this about one another, the fallout can result in endless disagreement. So riddle me this and let's discuss it.
So this is what happened. Yesterday, I did this example. So I came in the office. I asked my wife, I said, how are you doing today?
Because that was part of the ending, which we'll get to later.
She said, I'm doing good. I said, what do you need from me? Right? Guess what she says? She says, what do you think I need from you? Remember, riddle me this, riddle me that.
Remember, we do hints and all that. Where they're asked, I need to know the straight facts.
Right. So what do you what do I think?
Huh?
I don't know. What do I think? I don't know what to think. I don't know what you need. That's what I'm asking you. What do you think I need right now? I don't know. I don't know if you need a back rub. I don't know if you need me to get the kids. I don't know anything.
I'm like, so don't tell me. Ask me what I need, because I'll tell you one good thing.
So when it goes like that, right? We need a direct answer on what you need. Give me the direct answer, since I'm already a laser focus type of dude, so I can laser focus on exactly what you need, right? And
that's why we be mad when we're like, it's my birthday. I'm hoping he got me this and that, and you done gave him 18 hints, and he went and got you a whole nother thing, and you're like, are you kidding me? I was trying to get what? But this is it, ladies. We gotta stop with all these little hints and what do you think, or how do you feel, or what do you want me to know? When he asks, babe, what do you need?
Direct.
Brandon, I need you to rub my back. You know.
Yeah, I need
lick here.
I need
do this.
I need the direct.
Boom, grab the baby. Matter of fact, it needs to be so on point. I learned this too, because I'm like, oh, babe, just get the baby, and then he'll get the baby, and I'm like, you didn't get the bottle or the pacifier? Oh, well, no, you didn't. So, okay, so it's kind of like almost like the child.
Right.
Okay, ladies. Hey, babe, can you get the baby and bring the bottle, and don't forget his chupa? Right. Boom. 3 directions. Baby, bottle, pacifier. Then he does it. When I'll get the baby, he really comes out just with the baby. Like, doo-doo-doo, here's the baby.
And then also, it talks about far as...
Is it funny because of that, or what? What happened?
Yeah, kind of got dark. But it also talks about...
Why are you opening your eyes like that?
The light. I think it's a light.
Okay.
So it also talks about, as well as being us men, we got to still be a detective.
Right.
We got to be a detective.
Yeah, so we can't give you everything.
Yeah,
now.
they can't give us everything. So sometimes we got to listen.
No, not sometimes. It said every time the man needs to listen to his wife. And you know what? This is so good. Because I tell Brandon 1,599 times a day, a week, a month, multiplied by a couple thousand. Babe, you didn't listen to me? yeah, you know, I'll tell you this. And I'm like, no. So there's a difference between listening and hearing. When Brandon be like, yeah, I hear you. No. You're not listening to me, though. You can hear me. And guess what, ladies? They hear our voice. But this is what they listen to. No. Because sometimes, I done tested this fact. Sometimes, I be like, babe, what? You listen? You heard me? Yeah, I heard you. And then guess what? Proof is in the pudding.
What did I say?
What I just say, babe? And then he answers me 9 out of 10 times with what I said 4 sentences ago. You know why? Because he done already stopped listening, ladies. He don't know, and I already got this. I already got it. So now I take pieces by pieces. Babe, brum. Okay, wait. Because sometimes if it's too much, he done and then sometimes, and this is how I know it's funny. Here, take him. He's too much. He's too big. He's huge. This is how I know it's so funny. Because every day, 9 out of 10 times, Brandon be like, babe, what happened with this? Oh, babe, what is that? And I'll be like, are you serious? And then there's scenarios. He'll tell you. There's scenarios. I walk away. I'll be like, I'm not even going to answer you. I'm not even going to answer you. And it's not just me, even that happened with Francisco or whatever in the car. And even Francisco was like, Dad, I just told you, are you serious? And I'm like, that's how I feel. Boom. That's exactly how I be feeling. I get mad. Sometimes I walk away and be like, I'm just not, because I done told you this 115 times. But it goes back to, like you said, babe, we have to really listen and be detective. That's called being thoughtful towards your wife.
Right. So I gotta listen a little bit more and kind of be a detective on maybe body language or
right, because
actions.
I like the body language because we don't always, like the other day, this worked out perfect. I came home and I took a class that tore me apart. And I was like, oh my God, my leg is so sore, blah, blah, blah. And I unexpectedly, Brandon was like, come so I could rub your leg. And I was like, oh.
The detective got it right.
I was like, oh, that was nice. Yeah, right here. Okay.
That's what she needed.
Right there. That's what, and you know, he listened and he did it. But he listened. That was like banger of the month, right?
She ain't gonna never forget that one.
I even wrote it in my notes. Go throw him away somewhere. A woman deeply longs for her husband to be thoughtful. It is a key to helping her feel loved.
I love you so much.
You hear that? It's a key to making her feel loved. When she speaks, a wise man will listen like a detective. Don't do that. To discover the unspoken needs and desires her words imply.
That's why I did it.
It steals the opportunity for him to demonstrate that he loves her. So thoughtfulness is almost like a separate love language to the wife, on implying in actions through words and listening that you actually love and care for this person. It's not just, oh yeah, I heard you. Oh yeah, you said you like this cologne, or this perfume. Sure, I got it, right? What else, babe?
Where are we at?
Love requires thoughtfulness on both sides, the kind that builds bridges through the constructive combination of patience, kindness, and selfishness. Love teaches you to meet in the middle, to respect and appreciate how your spouse uniquely thinks. Love teaches you to meet in the middle and understand how each one uniquely thinks. A husband, this one's a good part. Y'all gonna get some of this. His hand, he does that. A husband should listen to his wife and learn to be considerate of her unspoken messages. What if the unspoken messages? Like, listen to the wife of the unspoken things. The husband should listen. A wife should learn to communicate truthfully and not say one thing while meaning another. I'm learning, because I'd be like, well, I thought you kind of figured it out, babe. I said this. No, you told me you wanted the pizza, but you kind of really wanted the pasta. But I said pizza, so now he's giving me pizza. And I'm mad because I want pasta. I done confused this man. He's like, babe, but you said you wanted this. Well, yeah, but I kind of thought you knew I like pasta. No, they don't know. Like, they do know, but they don't really know. Like, you know, wives, this is huge. Like, this chapter for us really was like a wow. And I even told Brandon, it's so serious. Oh, I got something in my eye. It's so serious that I even told Brandon that when it comes down, to like when we're talking, I told B, I said, Brandon, from now on, when we're talking and you ask me something and I do the riddle, tell me, hey babe, riddle, like what are you saying?
Riddle
I don't get it. I don't get it. Instead of him like, okay, let me try to figure it out. So that's our new rule. That's boom, came out of this book. Because
so is it okay if
like not always now. Don't use it as cop out now.
I'm not gonna use it as cop out, but when I do say, okay, I'm feeling like this is a little riddle-y-ish. Right?
That's gonna be every day, ladies, okay?
So and I'm like,
can we make a handbook for y'all?
Are you saying this? And then I don't need the response.
A riddle response. Like, do you think that's what I'm saying?
I'm saying.
Help us, ladies. Oh my gosh.
It should be like, that sounds pretty good. It sounds like you're spot on. I need one of those, right?
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, ladies? Because everything.
But like they said,
everything.
Why do we give you guys? We give you guys headlines.
Cause y'all don't care.
Well,
y'all
but
do
we're
not
straightforward
care.
with it.
It's called no emotions.
No,
men have no emotions. Y'all men be like, no, I don't want this.
But it's direct
nope,
though.
I don't.
It's direct. Like, come on. It's direct. It's straightforward. This is what I want. You know, hey babe, you want sauce on your sandwich or no? No. You know what I'm saying? It's not, well, you could put a little bit on the bread and then, you know. It's not like that. We're direct headline. So that's how we're looking for the answer to come at us as a direct headline. You know what I mean? And I know you probably heard this a million times. A lot of men say, I'm not a mind reader.
Talk about it.
Right?
Talk about it for me.
I can't read your mind.
Right.
But
what do you want? You want to get down, baby.
But I should know some sense of what you're thinking.
Put him down.
I might not can't read your mind, but I should have a sense of what you're thinking.
An idea. And you know what? Also, to go off of that, men, as for the husbands and the wives, we should make it a point. What do you want? We should make it a point where we're helping each other understand one another, not just answers all the time. Like, no, let's help each other to understand, okay, what are we saying? What can we work with? What is better? You know, what do you not get? Instead of just, oh, let me just have grace and try to be nice. No, why is he confused? Maybe I'm just not communicating right or good. Maybe my stuff is always going around the block and he's like, I don't understand. Like, you talking like you Connecticut. Like, what? That's like New York talk. What do you mean, babe? He'll tell me that too. It'd be funny. He'll be like, it's your son. I don't know what you're saying.
All right.
We're not here, babe.
Yeah.
The last part.
I don't know if you guys heard that. Let me do that again.
Woo!
It
Say
came
it again
off.
for the background.
All right. You should. It's easy to become frustrated instead of following the destructive path of ready, shoot, aim.
So that that part is like mainly how we discuss in kindness when the harshness comes out.
Yeah.
When I be like, that's not nice. Like, don't be talking like that. You know, it's a little intense because it's just so direct. Like, boom. And it's like, dang, you could have been a little thoughtful to my feelings and said that a little differently. Like, let's deliver that message differently because we're thinking of our spouse. I think one of the ones that we missed was, we did say it, the uniquely thinking or uniquely something. And it's kind of different for all of us. You be like, well, babe, I don't feel this way. And I'm like, well, I feel this way. I'm more emotional. We're human beings. Females are humanly more emotional. That's how we were made. Nurturers, lovers, all of that.
And it says this right here, because the mic was off. You speak harshly now and determine later if you should have said it. But the thoughtful nature of love teaches you to engage your mind before you engage your lips.
Ooh.
So that's think before you speak, you know.
Like the literal.
Literal. Love thinks before it speaks. It filters words through a grid of truth and kindness, right? So that's very important, guys.
Come on, Pastor.
Ain't no pastor. But be mindful of this. When's the last time you spent a few minutes thinking about how could you better understand and demonstrate love to your spouse? People, let's do this, all right? Think about this, all right? This calls.
It's your homework for the night.
This is your homework. Think about it, right? And what can you do? What immediate needs can you meet? What's something that you can meet right away? What's the next event? Is it an anniversary, birthday, holiday? Could you be preparing for this? Listen to this. Great marriages come from great thinkers.
Say it again, please. Say it again.
For the people in the back.
People all the way. They in the next bus.
Great marriages come from great thinking, right? So I'm going to end this, and today's dare is to contact your spouse sometime during this business day. Have no agenda other than asking how he or she is doing and if there's anything you could do for them. That is today's challenge,
and
guys.
And it's funny because Brandon read it first, like he said, and then I read it. So when he first read it, I didn't know this was what it was about. So he was all like thoughtful and what do you need? And how you feeling? And I'm thinking, who this man is this? Who this a new man over here? I'm thinking, and he was even like, I want to plan something for you. Mother's Day, I want to surprise all these things. I read the chat. Hey. And you got mango. Hush. I read the chapter and all this stuff Brandon did was in the book. So I'm like, really?
I got the direction.
He got the direction, so he's following. That's why I said, do I gotta write a manual and have a daily guide for the husband? Like, is that what we gonna have to do? Like 2:00, ask her if she wants something. 2:30, maybe she might need lunch. Ask if she wants lunch. Like, thoughtfulness gotta just come. It gotta be love. It's an act of love, isn't it? It says something like that. But anyways, go ahead.
So as you do that dare, right? Just write down what did you learn about yourself and your spouse by doing this today, and how this could become more a natural routine and genuinely helpful for your lifestyle, right?
Right.
So that is something. That was the love dare right there. That was day 4. That was
it
that.
Really be week 4 because we're doing.
Yeah, we could do week 4. Love is thoughtful, right there. That was a great chapter. That honestly got some real good clarity for me and my wife. I hope it brings clarity to you and your relationship wherever you may be at. Thank you guys again. We got this guy right here. He wanted to be the star of the show. He woke up with the energy going and pumping. But thank you guys again for tuning in.
Before you do that,
before I do that. I am.
No, before you do that, the next week. This one's so good. You know what it is?
What's the next week?
Love is not rude. This right here be checking us, y'all. This be checking you, be checking your spouse, it be checking us, it be check. It's a good.
Love is not rude.
Love is not rude.
Okay, that's the next call. Love is not rude, guys.
Put in the comments which one of us you think is the rude one. Put in the comments. You know how they do on TikTok, like the person that likes this and likes that. Which one of y'all think? Which one of us is the more rude? More rude, because rude is rude. It just happens.
Yeah.
And not everyone's perfect. You know, not pleasant. Which one of us you think is the more rude, y'all? In the comments. Hey, careful. All right, y'all. Have a blessed one. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all for tuning
Share,
in.
like, subscribe.
Yes.
We're about to hit 1,000 subscribers, so let's go. Share.
All right, let me pray us out.
Uh-huh.
Spirit of the living God, thank you for everything you've been blessing us with. I hope this love dares brought value to many relationships that are tuning in to these calls. I hope it continue to bring more value. This is a good challenge for your relationship, for your marriage. This right here is a great tool to improve your marriage lifestyle. And I just pray that it blesses many people that watch this call as they get on and check this out. Thank you again, Father, for just bringing this knowledge to even me and my wife. Like, as we're going and doing these episodes, is bringing more, revelations to what we're going through in our marriage and just being more transparent. So people out there in the world don't think they're alone when they're going through these struggles or these challenges in their marriages. And it's natural to just do this and go through this. And we're on a journey together. Remember this, all right? In Jesus' name.
All right.
Amen. Amen.
That's how you talking to God? All right.
Yes. Talk to him. All right.
All right. Love y'all. Peace. Thanks.
Yes. Again, follow us on Instagram, marriagep.o.r.n. Follow us on Facebook. We got a Facebook group, Marriage Porn. You can follow us there too. Thank you guys for tuning in. And also...
Put it right there.
What?
The thing. Just the ending.
What ending? This? Oh, okay. And,
just to close out for the day.
My wife wanted to put this up right here to let y'all check this out.
Let's go.
She has, you can scan the QR code through that too, with her travel company that she got going on right there. For more information, just DM us or just leave a comment. We got a Jamaica trip coming up soon too. Here's the flyer.
This one's in October.
Yes, but hey, you know how you do. You plan trips, not tomorrow, but in advance. So you can have that money to spend when you go out there.
Right.
All right.
Love
again, thank y'all again for tuning in. Peace. We love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day, rest of y'all night. And we'll see y'all next week. All right.
See y'all.
Freeze, ice, Jesus Christ, sneakers, nice, checks, Nike, IG, likes, swag, vibes, saucy, yikes. I'm too jollof for your rice. Them boy, them dada.